Hey guys, good morning. Disabled American veteran here, currently living life in beautiful Medellin, Colombia. How you guys doing today? So I didn't feel like doing an edited video, so I decided to go ahead and just do this live, being lazy this morning on a Saturday morning. But anyway, there's been several people that have reached out to me on my other channel, which is Retired and Happy in Medellin. If you haven't subscribed, please go check that channel out. Where there have several questions regarding denials from the Department of Veterans Affairs. Hey, what's up, Coop? How you doing? Um, so I want to address that in this video: denials, age, what you think versus what the facts are. Okay. So I'm going to use an example that someone left on my last live where they're 26 years old. They had 70% for PTSD. They were 50%, I believe, for plantar fasciitis, and either 10 or 30% for tendonitis. Okay. Now, their explanation was they were denied because of their age. I can already tell you at the bat that's not true. There are plenty of veterans out there who are under the age of 30 who are either receiving TDIU 100% scheduler or 100% scheduler PNT. Your age, while it may play a factor in some situations, if you are disabled and unable to work, you are disabled. That has no bearing on you receiving that TDIU benefit because say you went and you were in service and you were in conflict and you suffered an injury from, I don't know, you got shot or you end up missing a limb. You mean to tell me because of your age they're going to give you a lower rating than someone else who has the exact same thing? Absolutely not. So when people say their age, that's just something they heard from someone else. The biggest problem that I have when people ask that question is they did not read the letter at all that came from the VA. People take that denial letter, they either ball it up, throw it in the trash, tear it in half because they're upset with the decision. But what you have to realize with the Department of Veterans Affairs is when they send you that denial letter, they're sending you an explanation of why it was denied. And if you had certain things, it would have been approved. And I can guarantee you on that denial letter that this person received, it did not say we denied you because of your age. A lot of times, veterans get denied with TDIU because either their primary doctor or their primary psychiatrist did not agree with whatever they filed. If you file for TDIU, and even though you're 70% for PTSD, if your psych doctor believes that you can still work a full-time job, they're not going to agree with you that you can't work and that you need to be on TDIU. The same with your primary healthcare doctor. So instead of saying they denied me because of my age, use that denial letter as a roadmap to get your approval. Not only that, get a copy of your compensation file, also known as your C file. You need to go down to your company office, put in a request to get a copy of your compensation file. Not only that, if you just had a CNP exam, okay, you need to go to wherever your hospital is and go to release of information. It should be about a week to 2 weeks after, about 2 weeks after you take that exam and get a copy of your CNP exam. So you know exactly what everybody said, and you're not sitting there guessing, talking about your age, because your age is not why you were denied. But when you get a copy of this CNP exam, you can read over it and see exactly what they said. Okay. They may have asked you a series of questions. You may have answered the questions just fine. You may have told them that, you're able to do a lot of things during the day and they feel, okay, well, you should be able to work. There's tons of reasons why you were denied, none of which have anything to do with your age of being 26. Another one that I got from you guys lately has been about, of course, the clothing allowance. This one, man, never gets old, where some of you all have certain prosthetic devices, but you're not service connected. And I have said this, and I think I have a video I do on the clothing allowance on this channel. That is the number one thing. I don't care what the VA gives you. If you are not service connected for it, you will not qualify for the clothing allowance. So when you send me something saying, hey, I have a back brace, I have a metal back brace, it was from a car accident that wasn't service connected, do you think I can still get the clothing allowance? That would be no, because it has to be service connected. That's the number one qualification for the clothing allowance, is whatever your prosthetic device is for, it needs to be service connected. And if it's not, you're not going to get approved. No matter how many times you appeal it, it's not going to work. Good morning. How you doing? So I just wanted to come on to say that, man, that the denial letters that you get from the VA are your roadmaps to get an approval. It is not for you to simply take, tear up, and throw away, because you're throwing away the explanations of why you were denied. So you're not sitting there guessing, saying, oh, well, I think I was denied because of this. You don't have to guess. The VA tells you specifically why you were denied, and specifically if you had this, this, and this, you would have been approved. It's just that simple. It's not complicated. We make things more complicated than it has to be. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys that the VA doesn't make mistakes, that raters don't make mistakes when they're looking at claim files. They make tons of mistakes. That's why you have the appeal process. And then you have to go before a board sometimes. They make plenty of mistakes. But the thing about it is when they send you a denial, you use that to get your approval. If the doctor says, no, I don't think you can work, then you go talk to your doctor and you try to understand what it is that the doctor is seeing that you don't understand. Because if you're struggling at home, you can't keep it together mentally, you don't feel you can work, and you go talk to your doctor and your doctor goes, no, you're just lazy. You're trying to convince them a different way. But that's what it is with these denials. It's not what a lot of people think it is, because they do not read the denial letter. And that's a shame. The same with the clothing allowance. If you filed, you've been denied, they give you an explanation of why you've been denied. So you know, it's no different than you filling out an application for credit and they tell you as your credit score is too low, which is why we didn't give you the damn loan. Same reason, you know, it's in that realm. Okay. So I just wanted to put this out this morning so you guys can understand what was going on with these claims and why these denials are happening. You need to read, figure out what they're telling you in the denial letter, get a copy of your C file, you take an exam for CNP, you go to release of information. After about 2 weeks, you get a copy of that. You can look at it. And if it's something in there that you don't agree with, you can file to have another CNP exam, or you can have something omitted, or just put in a complaint like, this is not what I said. This is not the way the exam went. You have to fight for yourself. You have to go in and get information and fight for yourself. You cannot sit there and just get upset and then use an excuse because you heard somebody else says, well, maybe it's because of your age. You don't have to guess. The VA tells you. That's the sad part about it, man. Is a lot of people will get something, they don't read it and just say, well, they just didn't like me. Really? They don't even know you, but you gonna say they don't like you. You know, that's just kind of how it goes, man. Now, does anyone else have any questions this morning before I end this? Because that was all that I had that came from my other channel. But definitely any questions you all have, definitely leave it to this channel regarding VA or Social Security. I'll try to help you guys out as much as I can. And especially if you're living overseas, because I'm currently going through a CNP situation myself. They haven't yet set it up. It's a very slow process when you're overseas, especially with this coronavirus situation. And I don't know exactly when I'm going to take this exam, but I do know that I have all kinds of stuff that I'm getting set up to go do because of more issues with my left leg. So, and I haven't paid one dime for any of the services that I'm getting here. I'm service connected for everything I'm being seen for, and I'm being seen now 4 days out of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. A lot. So now, does anyone else have any other questions before I end this stream? I know this was a quick one, but there's no point of continuously repeating the same thing over and over again. Hopefully, people are able to pick up that information on denials. Read your denial letter. So, no other question, guys. I appreciate everybody coming on and watching early this morning. I don't really have any plans. I was supposed to go beat Big Moose in Guadalupe. I don't know if I'm gonna make it today. But that's going to be it, guys. Again, I appreciate everybody watching. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.